What's up, boys? So 918 dropped today. I'm going to be running you through some of the changes, some of the champions I think are going to be strong on this patch. And this, of course, is the pre-Worlds patch. So in 2 weeks' time, we'll have one more patch, and that will be the patch that Worlds is played on. So as of right now, looking into my god tiers, it's mostly the same. You see that Ari, the Malzahar, these are not changing anytime soon, in my opinion. I think these two are the best staples for mid lane SoloQ climbing. If you're looking to invest limited time, these two champions work fucking tremendously in the mid lane. You've got Kled as well. Kled is broken. Nobody's playing him. Why is nobody playing Kled? Why? Tell me why. Do you not like the champion? Is he ugly? He's quite ugly. It's quite awkward to play him. But if you want to climb, man, Kled is just busted beyond belief. Moving across Syndra. Syndra is super good right now, guys. Syndra is one of the best mid lane control mages / assassins / poke mages. The only thing Syndra struggles with is having any type of escape. So you've got to play a lot of games of her to really understand how to use your abilities, when to build defensive like the Hourglass, when to run defensive runes, when to run defensive summoner spells. Things like this is important on Syndra, but as of right now, she's super strong. Now, one pick that has just been slowly going up, that's Ekko. 3 buffs. We've had 3 buffs. Continuous buffs. I think like 916. No, maybe it was like, 9 points. I can't remember. There's been 3 buffs in the last couple of, or like last like 10 patches. There's been 3 Ekko buffs. This patch, he got an increase to his W stun duration. Big increase. I think it's to 2.25 seconds now, from 1.75. Mana cost on W is down. I think a couple of patches ago, we had the R cooldown decreased, we had E mana decrease, we had E damage increase. Ekko right now is very, very strong. And it's obvious that Riot Games want to see Ekko at Worlds. They just continuously buff the champion up. There's a bunch of people at Riot sitting at the fucking balance desk and being like, what's a fun champion we want to see at Worlds? Ekko. And they just keep on fucking buffing him. Is this going to overbuff Ekko? I think it's going to come close. I don't necessarily think he's going to be completely broken because we have picks like that Kassadin in place. We have the Galio rising up as well. We have really good counter picks to Ekko at the moment. So you've got to be careful when picking him. But in the right scenario, this champion is fucking busted. And that's why he's got me. The OP pick of the patch is on Ekko. And lastly is the Talon. Look, I think Talon is the best lethality roaming abuser there is. There's definitely downfalls to Talon. Kiana and Zed are also very strong in the moment. I think all these 3 champions, Talon, Kiana, and Zed, are all very close. I just think Talon slightly wins off just because of how easy it is to simply roam on him. And I think he's a little bit easier than the other 2. But otherwise, Talon's a great roaming mid laner to pick up. If you need an AD pick in your team, he's probably going to be your go-to. Moving across now to my A tiers, we actually see Galio. Galio has unfortunately made his way back into the mid lane. He's actually very strong in the moment. His base numbers are sky high. Riot Games took away a lot of his kit, specifically the Flash W, which is very important. But at the end of the day, the base numbers for Galio right now and a full AP Galio setup, it's dangerous, man. Galio creeping up. The win rate's like 51, 52%. He has great matchups in the mid lane right now, into things like that Ekko. Into things like these assassins. The Aftershock Galio, it does work into these picks. What else do we see here? I think Taliyah right now, in my opinion, I love Taliyah. You can see up there, Taliyah is one of my favorite champs. I think Taliyah is strong. I think Taliyah is very strong. You just cannot blind pick her because you're going to get romped by things like the Ekko, things like the Talon, the Zed, the Kiana. These champions really, really hurt the Taliyah. But if you're into like a low mobility champion, you can think of things like the Azir, things like the Rumble, things like the Orianna, things like this that do not have any escapes, except for the Azir, of course. But like, do you know what I mean? It's just a free lane for the Taliyah. You can shove, you can roam, you can pick them out. It works well. But as of right now, Taliyah is really strong. It's a really good roaming mid. Maybe pick it up, maybe don't. It's up to you. Fizz is another one. Fizz is so close to being S tier. He's just not quite there. I think that Fizz right now is one of the best OTPs to have. Fizz and Katarina, they're very, very strong champions to OTP, one trick pony. And I'd recommend the champion if you're looking for something to annoy your opponents, tilt them to oblivion. Fizz can be your go-to. Bruisers in the mid lane. Bruisers, Renekton, what is Rumble? Is Rumble a bruiser? No. But what do you define Rumble as? Poke mage? Not really. Rumble is very strong. Rumble, Renekton, Sylas is good. Camille is good. There's so many good top lane picks that used to be top lane that are actually better in the mid lane right now. We're seeing Renekton picked in high elo and in competitive matches all the time. Almost every second game a Renekton comes out. It's disgustingly good. What other picks can we look at? LeBlanc got small buff, I think, last patch. She's okay. LeBlanc is decent. She's not pick or ban. She has great count. There's so many counters to LeBlanc at the moment. But LeBlanc is still a great SoloQ mage. Does plenty of damage. And if you're looking to pick up something a little bit more mobile, a little bit more fun, maybe LeBlanc. Maybe something like the Kiana Zed. They're both performing very well. These Lethality champions are very strong on this patch. Lethality is not in the strongest of states, especially with all the armor people can build and all these bruises that are getting about. But when picked in the right scenario, these assassins, these lethality picks, are just going to take over games and stomp. The last champion in my A tiers I'll talk about is the Zoe. I think Zoe saw a 6 damage buff to her passive. Is 6 damage going to make a champion go from A to S tier? No. Does 6 damage matter? Yes, 6 damage does matter. People, I don't know why, people like, I remember Lucian got like a 380 buff. Everyone's like, Lucian, 380 buff, lol, nothing. Oh, 5 MS, nothing. Dude, the small flat numbers like that are actually very, very strong. You don't realize it, but it is important to a champion's kit. So Zoe buff, they're going to help. Zoe's in a good spot. There's plenty of good picks in a Zoe right now. Syndra is just the perfect thing. Things like the Nocturne, the Cassidon, no, not LeBlanc. LeBlanc is okay, but I was going to say Talia, also perfect pick into Zoe. So plenty of counters to Zoe, but Zoe right now, slowly creeping up. She's a good pick on 918. Moving down to some of my B tier picks. I think Diana is super underrated right now. You go for that Electrocute setup. You go Spellbinder into, let's say, Oblivion Deathcap. Holy, you are doing damage. You are split pushing. You are roaming. Diana is so easy to play, and it is such a high reward if you snowball the game. If you don't snowball, however, sometimes you can fall off pretty hard. It's hard to come into the game. You're pretty much just like a suicide fucking mid laner. But if you snowball, you are going to do damage with that full AP Diana. Camille right now, Camille Maud, they're decent bruisers from the mid lane. They're not as good as things like the Renekton, as the Sylas, or the Kled, but they're still decent. They can be picked. You can make them work. Aurelion Sol, my buddy, he got a 65 health flat buff this patch. Is 65 health going to help him? Yes. Is it going to make him go from shit to fucking insane good? No. Aurelion, he's just going to be a little bit less shit. He's going to take a little bit less fucking poke in the early game. He's going to have a little bit more health to play with. It's not going to change the fact that it's just a strange champion to play. He lacks damage early on. He really struggles to snowball. Super immobile, hard to get people off you. Aurelion is just not very good in this meta right now. Katarina has always been good. I think Kat is really good to one trick at the moment. She does have some pretty difficult matchups though, so you have to be careful with that. Ryze at the moment, very easy to play. I think Ryze is super underrated actually. Not many people play him, and I swear he's actually very simple to play. Now that on the rework where you can just EQ, you don't need a double E for the flux spread. I think Ryze is very good. We see Doinby playing a lot of Ryze in the LPL. Wouldn't be surprised if he pulls it out at Worlds. He always gets 11, 12 CS per minute every game. It's a pretty good pick. And that's going to round off my B tiers. Moving to my C tiers, we saw Aatrox hard nerfed. Aatrox got a hard nerf. And if you thought that Aatrox hard nerf was hard, Akali got even a worse nerf. Akali's ultimate does not stun people now. The micro stun is gone. You're losing a lot of damage as well. Look, Akali has just been... There's like 3 certain things in life. There's death, taxes, and fucking Akali nerfs. Akali every patch just going boom, 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 boom. Pretty much same with Aatrox. These two champions right now, I do not recommend them for SoloQ at all. Will they still be picked in high elo? Probably every now and then, yes. But their win rates are going to plummet, and it's going to be disgusting to the untrained Akali or Aatrox player right now. They're just going to int so much harder than usual, to be honest. Any other picks I want to talk about in my C tiers? Karthus, not that good. Irelia, I mean, it really got so many nerfs that it's only really like the really skilled Irelia players are making it work. Azir nerfs, Corki nerfs. That's about it. The any changes actually were very interesting. Her E now, I believe, gives you a small movement speed boost so that you can get your engage off. Is that going to make any go from C tier to A tier? I don't think so. I think if you're looking for a simple mid lane champion to play, pick Malzahar or pick Ahri. You don't have to play any. I know LS loves any. I'm not saying any's bad. I'm just saying, why pick any when you can pick Malzahar? There's no advantage to it in my opinion. Malz is just way better and just offers way more in his kit than the any. So that's it for my 918 SoloQ tier list, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it helps. Good luck on 918. I hope you guys climb divisions. Let me know in the comments if I've missed any champions. Looking over this, actually one champion I did miss was Pantheon. I think Pantheon is very good at the moment. I would probably have slotted him into A tier. The Pantheon mid. The rework, I think his numbers are very, very promising. He has no dueling capabilities, like long DPS. He's just a straight up ultimate run over the team, burst, get in, get out. And his identity is pretty much the same as old Pantheon in my opinion. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.